Well, it's been a long week, and I'm just happy to say that it's done. And to that, I say, play ball. Hello, everybody, to Jew 22 here. And we have some unfinished business in the form of two game threes. Hey, what's up? What's up, Carlos, Larry, and Goku? And let's see. Yeah, and of course, we have Brandon Cornwell. And I'm happy to say that you guys, well, both you and Brandon, and then of course for Carlos, he's already going to be in the second round, or the division series, excuse me. But this is the third and deciding game for these two particular series. So to that end, I guess the question between Brandon and Goku is who wants to go first. But I will play both games. It is Friday night, so at least I don't have to worry about having to hurry or anything like that. But either way, may the best team win. Oh, well, that's awesome. Oh, yes. Oh, well, that's awesome. All right, well, then we'll start with the Mets and Marlins game. And hello to Troy and Jesse Jackhammer. Actually, Jesse, by the way, Jesse, yeah. So, Jesse, I actually have a open spot for you in the upcoming hockey series or the NHL series. I actually have an opening. So if you're interested in that series, I have an opening there. But it's good to see you, though, Mr. Jackhammer. Okay. Let me just get my pop-out chat and everything. And Mr. P, of course. Still, well, one way or another, we'll find out. Actually, let's take a look and see who we have. So of course, you're on Toronto. You'll be facing off against the Texas Rangers. So at the very least, you now know who you have to face off against. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Jesse. And of course, Jesse, this is Goku Blue. Okay. So there we go. Now I got my pop-out chat. Awesome. All right, then I'll make a character review. Oh. Now before then, let's take care of this. Let's take care of the Mets and Marlins. Well, I'm just thankful that the day's done, Mr. P. But that's more to do with work and everything like that, but yeah, I'm happy that it's done. Okay, so let me just let those that are involved know. Let's see. So I have Goku, and then let me just let Joker and Leo know, as well as Cuevas, Brandon Cuevas, and Andromeda know. So this is a good opportunity for you guys to go get some stacks and stuff like that. And then let me get Mr. Joker. Well, well, aside from the fact that I was so busy with work, I'm feeling better now. But yeah, I'm in good spirits now. I can tell you that. Okay, got that. And then, oh yeah, that's right. And then Brandon Cuevas. And then last but not least, Andromeda Black. Okay, now we got it. Oh, you're already snacking. Okay, cool. All right. Hmm. Oh yes. And you know what? Since you are Goku Blue, let's see. Ooh, the 60 formats. Oh yeah, won championships with their 64 uniforms. They would go on to win the championship 5 years later, and then a year later, in '86, the Mets won a championship with these outfits. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Hmm. Oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I'll give you that. And then, hey, what's up, Brandon? And by the way, let me give you your jersey options since you're the only person on the Marlins that's here. So you have your alternates. You have black. You have the baby blue. You have the City Connect that also includes pink shoes, as well as the classic Marlins. Oh wait, these are the home outfits. But yeah, you could also pick those if you wanted to, or the orange ones, or the City Connect in 2021. So here are their road outfits, their current ones, and then their classic Florida Marlin ones in 93, 95, and in '03. But yeah, Brandon, what are you feeling, man? Also, hello to the famous Patty is here. You know what? Oh, absolutely, you got it. Okay, so then I have to press O and then go back to the middle and then start. There you go. Got it. But yeah, the famous Patty is here, and of course, the famous Patty will be in the main event in our doubleheader. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. And may the best team win. Good luck. So, of course, Goku is at the start of the lineup. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to see who's the starting pitcher, but that's all right. That's all right.
Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Game 3 of the National League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
This is as good as it gets in a 3-game series, Boog. I mean, one game for all the marbles, and who knows how it's going to play out. But one thing I'm sure is we'll see the managers being very proactive. And in a situation like this, where there's no room for error, they're not going to be afraid to use every arm in the bullpen and every warm body.
Okay, so you got Weathers.
They have to.
Yeah, there's no saving something for tomorrow in this type of situation.
I definitely love the Miami Vice-like colors. They look so cool, man. But then, of course, these guys are putting the blue in Goku blue. I gotta say, Goku, you make blue look good, man. And this is coming from the Blue Toad.
All right, just about set to go.
David Peterson will be starting the game for the Mets.
David Peterson.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing
your soul color
to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Xavier Edwards, the leadoff batter,
nice one.
As he looks at ball one.
All right, so a ball to start out with.
The lefty fires.
We'll see if Goku can redeem himself after what happened in the previous game.
And a foul ball.
Oh, nice hit, but fouled away. Although for now, Goku on the field. And, ooh, nice hit. Is it going to drop? It does drop. It drops fair.
And he's into scoring position with a lead.
For a moment, I thought it was going to be foul, but no, it dropped fair. Well, that was a wonderful hit there by Xavier Edwards. Well, I'm happy you're finally eating there, Mr. Goku. And all right, so it did drop foul on the line. Let's take a look at the. Yep, landed on the line, and if it lands on the line, it's fair. So that was just a well-placed hit. So here you have Griffin Conine, the son of the great Jeff Conine, who oddly enough played for this same team as well.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in this decisive Game 3 of the Wild Card Series.
But yeah, I know that Brandon and whoa, what a shot!
Well struck. That ball's carrying.
Oh, it's out.
He'll circle the bases, and the Marlins jump.
Wow.
It's 2-0.
I got to say the Miami Marlins strike first.
In your first at bat to give your team the lead.
You just have to have Cero Miedo. Zero fear.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And up next for Miami, Walter
However,
Johnson.
it's still early, though.
There's a strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as...
Fouled away. Right now, you just have to get through this inning. Ooh, nice hit. There's Goku at third base.
Check swing, no appeal.
A check swing strike. Swing and a miss. A strikeout, one down.
The whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing.
And then, of course, you have Brandon Cuevas himself.
Brandon Cuevas, the next to hit, takes outside. 1 out, base is empty.
Ooh, good hit, but foul. I mean, Brandon, like that one was heading towards you there, Mr. Goku.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I appreciate that, Carlos.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouled away.
hard hit of
And
the line.
another good hit, but this time hit right towards, I believe that's Leo.
And time now for the Marlins
But anyway, good hit there.
Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Well, so far, Walter and
oh
no, wait, those are the regular season totals. Never mind.
Opposite-handed pitcher. You only get a
Hi, AJ. Well, I can tell you, Mr. P and Mr. AJ will be going head-to-head with their respective teams of the Texas Rangers and the Toronto Blue Jays in the division series. So that's one matchup that's confirmed.
Now as he leaves that one up high. 2 out spaces.
Yeah, they're made of wood. They're made of wood.
And a base hit.
And another base hit by Derek Hill. Well, Peterson's got to have to find ways to get outs because right now he's just getting lit up.
You did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now Connor Norton. And there's a foul ball.
Nice foul ball there by Norby. Sure. Of course, that's not going to stop others from doing that.
He's given up a couple of runs,
And then, of course, everybody else is saying hello to AJ. I will. I'm going to give AJ a shout out because, you know, he and Rob did a great job hosting a game of Mario Party 2. And in fact, if you haven't seen that stream, definitely check it out. Ooh, good hit.
And that is that.
But just a little short. But Griffin Conine with this hit here puts him up 2-0. Hits it out of the park. Well, now let's find out if the Mets strike back. And to do that, they'll have to do it to this man, Ryan Weathers.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff.
And to start off with is Goku Blue himself.
And that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
We go to the bottom of the first. Leading off, Blue. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper.
Gets a strike in. And Goku apparently was an 8th round pick in the 2023 draft. That's interesting.
Next offering is
and gets another strike. Well, now Goku's going to have to protect himself.
Good job to fight
just like that. Fouled away.
On the ground
and then hit right towards first, and they'll get the out. And by they, I mean the Marlins will get the out at first. One down.
A couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head, and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing.
So what's the favorite part about baseball? Is it the home runs, or is it the?
And all of a sudden, you have a big inning.
Or is it like the plays on like defensively, or is it just the love of the game? By the way, all of those are right answers, so you're good there.
The last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So
well, I will say this though: if Ryan Weathers can, pun intended, weather the storm, you know, he and the Marlins will be in position to win this game. Okay, so you like those two things. Those are good ones. Too high on that last pitch. And for Juan Soto, we'll find out how he does when he gets up at the plate. Ooh, good hit, but fouled.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, one thing if you're the Mets, if you can drive up the pitch count, you'll be able to have some success later on. But McNeil got caught looking, and that's a strikeout. That's 2 strikeouts in a row for Weathers. But for Juan Soto, he has yet to get a hit.
Ball 1, no strikes.
A loser's bracket? I really don't see the MLB doing a loser's bracket. But if they wanted to prevent teams from tanking,
And that's a strike.
or anything of that nature, you know, what you could do is have the bottom 4 teams, in terms of record,
That's a ball.
have a little mini tournament. Except the tournament is to win the top pick.
Ground ball up the middle.
Or something like that. I don't know.
They get the out on
I mean, that's one idea, but I'd hate to do a loser's bracket otherwise.
Down 2-0.
Now, the only other thing that you could do for a loser's bracket is relegation.
Decisive third game of the wild card round. And
I mean,
at the plate
you've
for
seen it
Miami, Dane Myers.
in football leagues like the Premier League and all those other leagues.
Back to work. Myers, a strong-armed left fielder.
You know, where a
29
team
and he was a
that finishes with a bottom record
back in 2017.
is demoted to a league lesser than the one that they were in.
There's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
So there's always that possibility, but aside from that, I don't see it. I don't see it. Anyway, 0-2 is the count.
Goes down looking.
And Myers gets 3 straight
That was pretty
strikes
nasty.
and a strikeout.
Jonah Bride
for Peterson.
down the plate. First offering and it just misses. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Next offering is in for a strike.
You
All right,
look up in
1-1 is the
stands in
count.
Games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together. And it
Ooh,
can
good
be
hit,
hard as
but
a
fouled
player
away.
Not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
One down, base is empty. Up the middle, McNeil.
Nice play by McNeil, and he gets the out at first. Excuse me. 1 down, or 2 down, excuse me.
Ryan Weathers.
Well, now we have the pitcher, Ryan Weathers. So
Ryan
pitcher against
Weathers,
pitcher now.
Son of former big leaguer David Weathers, who pitched in the majors for 19 years.
And oddly enough, Ryan's father was named David, and yet he's facing off against another David Peterson. But yet his father was named David. That's kind of interesting that he's going up against a pitcher whose father is the same name as his.
Right through there for a strike.
Oh, good hit. But hit right towards right field. So here's the fan cam. Look at that. Wow.
Ready to go.
That's pretty cool that I could do something like that.
For New York, number 30. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is.
So here's Leo, who's hitting over 500.
The ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside.
Well, right now the Mets are going to need him.
Really sharpen things on the outer half. Those are the ones that become elite.
I really don't know.
Next offering is in the dirt. Swing and a ground
And hit
ball.
right towards first.
Steps on
And
first
the
for
Marlins
out.
will get the out at first. 1 down. Oh, that was Wally who made the
Here's
play.
catcher. Big time power. This is a guy who is very highly
Now this is a
regarded
literal
defensively. Fun to
New
watch
York
him
Giant.
Control stuff behind the
Brooklyn
plate.
Joker.
Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Pitch is in there. And 1-1.
Got him locked up, though, did Weathers.
The pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep
Ooh, good hit, but fouled away.
And have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Ground ball to the right
And,
side.
oh, nice play there by Wally. And they barely got the out at first, but they do. 2 down.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the
So, yeah, good hit, but an even better stop by Wally and a great play by him as well as Weathers to cover the base.
The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the veteran shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And first off,
Anyway, nice foul off by Francisco Lindor.
That's a strike across the top.
Oh, got him.
Looks like a really good
Got him in the corner, though.
You can hear that catcher's mitt pop it. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
And, ooh, just a little bit more straightened out, and that might have been
And ball 1.
a fair ball. But anyway,
There.
1 ball.
He had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
Ooh, good hit.
Back,
It might drop. It does drop.
And it looks like trouble. And that's
All right, well, the Mets are now on the board in terms of a hit. So now they have a runner on second and in position to possibly score on another base hit.
It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
So good hit there by Lindor.
Here's Pete Alonso.
But then, of course, you have Pete Alonso, who has struggled this postseason.
Late with the swing there.
0-1's the count.
And then, and a wild pitch, and that's going to result in the runner at second moving to third. So now any base hit will result in a will result in a run scored. But one thing you didn't want to do if you were the Marlins was to put the Mets in position to score a run like that. Ooh, popped it up, but ow. I can't even talk. Fouled away.
1-2 now. Shut.
Too high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled away.
Lindor on third with 2 out. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see
Alonso just continuing to foul away. If nothing else, it's building up the pitch count for Weathers.
Swing,
Nice hit, but too high, and they don't get anything. At the end of 2, it is 2-0 Marlins. Wow. I got to say, it'd be cool to pay a visit to Citi Field.
Is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Oh, that got away from him.
Edwards just got hit in the butt, literally.
So a man at first. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conant. He's already homered here in this one.
So here's the guy that hit that home run. Let's see if he can do it again.
Swing at a high fly ball, well struck.
Oh, he gives it a run. You gotta be kidding me! Conine has done it back to back.
Another
can't believe this.
Run of the game, it's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
I can't believe this guy. This guy is...
And it paid off.
I mean, Conine is just saying, get on my back.
So when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
That is his second home run in as many at-bats. That's insane.
Miami, Walter Johnson.
Well, the Mets are going to have to, well, first they have to get out of the inning, and then number two, they got to put together a run, because right now, at the rate this is going, this is not going to last very long.
The 1-0.
I'm starting to get the idea that maybe Jose is right.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Ooh, good hit, but foul.
And this is inside. Hit softly on the ground.
And a dribbler to Goku. Goku makes the play at first. One down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to
anyway, there you see Blue, Goku Blue.
Next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Brandon Cuevas.
Now, if you're the Marlins, on the other hand, the worst thing you could do is take it easy. You don't want to do that.
In the air, left.
Although
field.
Brandon Cuevas, nice hit, but not far enough. 2 down. There's Emma.
And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill.
Of course, Jose's already made it to the division series there, Emma. But your mom is going to be in action.
Swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in this decisive Game 3 of the Wild Card Series. Next offering way off the plate. Stays alive.
Ooh. I think that hit the camera there. But thankfully the cameras are reinforced, so it can take the hits.
Misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, Peterson...
That one a little bit high.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised that did not get... Wow, I'm surprised that did not get called a strike. That was definitely in the zone. Well, it didn't matter. He swung and missed at it. But Griffin Conine hits his second home run in as many at-bats. I mean, this guy already has 4 runs batted in with 2 home runs, both 2-run home runners. 2-run home runs, I should say. Can't talk. Well, here, anyway, Brandon Nimmo up next.
Ryan Weathers will get back to work. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Whoa, what a shot! And that hit the top of the bleachers, or that hit the top of the bottom of the second deck.
Absolutely, no doubt off the
and the Mets are now on the board thanks to Brandon Nimmo. And now it's a 3-run lead for the Marlins, but the Mets, they get on the board. Let's see if they can build momentum off of this.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream.
Look at this.
Line drive.
Wham!
All the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
I misspoke earlier. It hit the bottom part of the second deck is what I meant to say.
David Peterson getting ready to hit.
Well, now we have David Peterson getting his turn at bat,
Ground ball, left
and he hits
side.
it to third, and they'll throw it
Ground
first.
ball may
One
have it
down.
Back on track after the homer. Back to the top of the lineup. Down the third baseman, Blue. Grounded out his first time. That one's in there.
All right, back for his second at bat is Goku, Blue, and he was hitless in his previous game
Swing
and
pop
popped it up.
Ground. Norby puts it
And
away.
while
2
Goku
away.
is nice baby, unfortunately his bat has gone ice
McNeil
cold.
stands in. His first at bat was a strikeout. Just
Inside, ball
missed.
1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That one catches the zone, and the count 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out, the only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
On the ground,
Fouled away.
and it goes just foul. Swing and a ground
And
ball
hit
up the
right
middle.
towards second,
Fires
and
over to first.
they get the out
And that is
at
that.
first. Of course, Brandon Nimmo does get a home run thanks to this.
4-1.
or gets a run on the board thanks to this home run.
Back here in Queens, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Connor Norby. And a foul ball.
Fouled away.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. And look out.
And
That
oh,
one gets it.
Norby just got hit in the
And
butt,
he's punting
literally.
this one. And at first,
So Norby will take a base.
Myers.
And really not what you want to do if you're David Peterson is, walk your opponents. You can't do that. And
And a base hit right
a
there.
base hit.
And they're at the corners with nobody out.
And now you have runners at first and third, and the Marlins have a chance to really put this game away. Right now, the Mets are just reeling right now.
Definitely felt good.
I would ask Brandon, but of course, given,
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout.
the last
and
thing
he's
I want to
ready
do
to
is
make
jinx
a
it, so I'm not going to do that
Peterson
either way.
won't go any further tonight.
But unfortunately,
And why not
Peterson
move on
is going to be
responsible
relieved
for the runners on
as
base.
he
Back
just
with a new pitcher after this.
not only has he given up 4 runs, he now has given up
Jose Butto
the-
on pitch out
the-
of pen here.
he now is responsible for the 2 runners that are on base right now.
The score right where it is.
So it's going to be up to the bullpen to handle things from here on in.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. Swings through that one, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that's counted away. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning and off to a shaky start.
Opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Runners on the corners.
So you have Budo coming in.
Swings and misses.
Well, to his credit, he got a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there.
But, I mean, that's really what the Mets need. They just need somebody to, you know, hold the Marlins
Looking to protect with 2 strikes
and then slowly but surely make their way out of it. Well, now you have Ryan Weathers still in the game.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Now, this would be something for Weathers to score runs on his own accord. Or to help his own cause, so to speak.
Inside. And that is out of play. And that's in the dirt.
Seems like it
Too
can
low
be
on that
really
last
hard
pitch.
at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
And
No trouble here. Puts it away for the
nice
out.
catch and a throw to keep the runner at third. 2 down. Now you're back to Xavier Edwards, who is 1 for 1, but on the second at bat he got hit with a pitch.
So good at getting a run across in these situations.
Pitch
Ball
misses
one, no
there.
strike.
And that's ball 1. And there's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That
That's
one
ball 3.
misses, and that's ball 3.
Nope.
Griffin Conine on deck already. 2 homers in the game.
Huge impact in this one so far, and you know he'd like to make some noise in this inning as well.
Next offer.
Got him
in there
looking.
for a strike.
3-1.
3-1. And that's in there. at
Back-to-back
the
strikes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on
I'll tell you what, though, if Budo can get himself out of this jam,
focused on the pitch.
the Mets still have a chance.
Battling here as he fouls it
Fouled away.
And that one is
Oh,
lifted
good
in the
hit.
air.
But it's hit right towards Leo. He catches it. And the Mets get out of a jam. I don't know how they got out of it,
4-1.
but if nothing else, that might just give them the momentum. So now that they were able to prove that they could hit home runs and score runs themselves,
And welcome back to the ball.
as well as,
Bottom of the inning.
you know,
And
keep the
stepping in
Marlins
for New
off the
York,
scoreboard,
Juan Soto.
they still have a chance, but they got to convert on these.
That one finds the
Strike
zone.
1.
And that's strike 1.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Fouled away.
Fouled off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm.
That would be
before an
nice,
offense
though.
does any damage, and that might be the case today.
I honestly think
Down,
we could
looking.
see
Well, that's not the best
an expansion team, but we could also see an existing team. But it'd be nice to bring them back. I just hope that they can come up with a ballpark that will be sustainable. Is really one of the reasons why the Expos, or the old Expos, left, is because that the stadium they had, while it was adequate, it just wasn't anything to write home about.
That he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And, when he
And
doesn't see
a
other guys
base
doing
hit, and it
anything,
drops.
What you can do is
Leo
become a
Angel
little
now
too
on the board with a hit.
aggressive, chase out of the zone.
And at first.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Ooh, good hit there by Joker,
On his way over.
but not far enough.
And there's 2 down.
I mean, Joker gave it a ride, but not far enough.
Francisco Lindor comes
Next
to
up
the
is
plate.
Francisco
Doubled in
Lindor.
his first AB. Snap throw to first.
Ooh,
And he's back in
almost got
safely.
caught there. Swing and a miss.
Oh, he's been incredibly efficient.
One thing he didn't want to do was try to
over 70%.
go Olay on that. Back-to-back strikes, though.
2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball.
I don't think he was trying to
Just
miss
a bit
by that
outside.
much, so no 2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Ooh, got him. That was a nasty pitch. That was a good pitch there by Weathers. Well, the Marlins hold tight.
Decisive 3rd game of the wild card round. And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine.
So here's the guy that has hit 2 home runs. Is he going to hit a 3rd one?
In for a strike.
Now, this might be something if he hits a home run in 3 at-bats, because he was hitless last time. Well, now make it 3 for 3 with 2 home runs, and now that might be a double.
Pulls in with a double. 3rd.
It is a double. Wow, Conine is killing him. I will say this though, if the score holds up, Conine is definitely the MVP of this game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Johnson digs in now, both 2 in this one. And it's fouled away.
Walter Johnson up now. 0 for 2 so far.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in this decisive game 3 of the wild card series. And it's second.
Ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Walter Johnson 0 for 3 now.
Here's a big power threat. Brandon Cuevas, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
And Brandon also 0 for 2. Let's see if he can get his first hit.
Defensively, they count on him to deliver offense.
Well, I imagine that Patty and Brandon Cornwell are going to be, or Spike Ryan will be ready. But yeah, Emma, are you going to be in the stands cheering your mom? A hit towards shortstop, they get the out at first, 2 down. But also, importantly, they keep the runner at second. That being Jeff Conine.
For the Marlins, 1 for 2. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Awesome, Emma. Swing and a miss.
One out in front that
No
time.
ball, 2 strikes.
Conine stands at second with 2 gone. That one drifts inside.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss.
Well, I will say this, though. Budo is doing pretty well.
One hit, a double.
I mean, yeah, he gave up a double, but
Last half of the fifth.
he keeps the Marlins off the scoreboard for this half inning. It's up to the Mets, though, to do their part offensively when we come back in just a moment.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. Stepping in the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, these Mets.
Well, next up is Pete Alonso.
They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit.
Who has not done so well this postseason.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Batting less than 200. We'll have to find a way to get his mojo back if the Mets are going to have any chance of making a run at this. They got to. And by they, I mean the Mets. But Pete also has to do his part. But on the other hand, you can definitely point the blame to Ryan Weathers because, you know, he's doing his part for the Mets. Or, not the Mets, the Marlins against the Mets.
The other way.
Although, nice hit, but that was a great play by Walter Johnson. So, just a great hit, but Wally was in the right place at the right time. So, that was just a great play by him.
He's already homered in this game.
Next up is Brandon Nimmo, the guy that hit a home run. Let's see if he hits another one.
Boog, this offense is fighting for their lives right now. They're not ready for this season to be over, so they need to dig deep and find a way to get something going. Anything will help.
Okay. And, well, not a home run, but a hit.
So now a pinch hitter, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte up next.
The pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in there. Flips the corner, and that is strike one. And at first, one away.
Swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Hit on the ground might be.
Ooh, good hit.
1 second.
They get one. They get two. Double play.
And that'll do it. One hit.
Man, great job there by the Marlins.
We're through 5. It's the Marlins 4 and the Mets 1.
So at the end of 5 innings, it is 4-1 Miami.
We're back, and they make a change.
But now we have Josh White coming
The
in.
new pitcher, number 10.
So let's find out if he can hold up his end.
And now for the Marlins, Connor Norton.
And we have Connor Norby, who is 0 for 1, but was hit by a pitch as well.
That misses. Ball 1.
Yeah, because the Mets won Game 1, but then the Marlins won Game 2 to force a Game 3, and they now lead Game 3. And unless the Mets can make a comeback, which it's not impossible, but at the rate this is going, it's not looking good. So they got to turn that around. But it is fair to say that they are tough to beat. And they're proving it. Especially on the scoreboard where it really matters. Like anything else in life, like what I say doesn't really matter all that much. Oh, good hit. Wow, nice catch. Well, that's one of the things that the Mets are going to need is not just for Soto to hit, but to do things like this. Make plays. Defensively, that is. And he did that. And, of course, Josh very happy about that. And why would he not be?
And first pitch fastball is in for a
All right,
strike.
one down. 1 for 2 for Dane Myers.
That one the other way, and foul ball. Bases empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Waves at the
Wow, just whipped at it. 2 down.
That's the pitch he's trying to set up.
A strikeout for Josh White.
You got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
2 down, bases empty, and up next for Miami, Jonah Bride. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Well, I will say this, though. White did pretty well with that pitching, getting a 1-2-3 inning. As we start at the top of the order with Goku, Jeff McNeil, and Juan Soto.
Back here at Citi Field. And now, blue.
Well, Goku's 0 for 2 so far, but right now, Weathers is at 68 pitches. So you have to think at some point he's going to run out of gas. So
You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Who's a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
but on the other hand, he's doing a great job that by staying in there.
This to third.
Ooh, good hit. And, barely got him out, but they got him out.
Wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
I mean, that was just a great play there by Norby to stay with it, not give it up, not give up on that play. But that was close. That could have been a hit, but just a great play there by the Marlins. Although McNeil, that might go. Not far enough. 2 down. Gave it a ride, though.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. They say you win.
Ooh. I'll say this, though. I mentioned it with Pete Alonso. I'll mention it here with Juan Soto. If the Mets are going to have any chance, he's got to come up with some hits.
Fastball is outside.
Ooh, that was close. In fact, I think Juan Soto believes that should have been a strike, but was surprised himself that it was a ball or called a ball.
To third.
And
Great stop.
wow, great stop.
They get the out. And
Wow!
Well, that's cat-like reflex.
I don't know how he did that. Let's take a look at the replay.
And ending the inning.
Wow, what a play by Norby. I mean, that's twice that Norby
welcome back. We're in the 7th
made a
inning.
play
We're
on
now.
what could have been a hit, and yet just like Brooks Robinson in the 1970 World Series, and I'm certain that Patty may remember this, but Brooks Robinson at third base made plays like that to prevent, possible hits there by the
inside corner, and that is
by the Cincinnati Reds, their opponents at the time. But there were several times that the Reds could have had hits, maybe could have had runs, if not for Brooks Robinson and his play at third base in the 1970 World Series for the Baltimore Orioles. And yet Norby is pulling a Brooks Robinson. Anyway, up next is Jesus Sanchez.
Inside.
There's an old saying, you don't mess with the Jesus. Not necessarily Jesus Sanchez, but the real Jesus, if you know what I mean. Or rather, you should know what I mean. And while that's happening, you have A.J. Minter. Obviously no relation to A.J. Cool Kid.
That's a little bit low.
Ooh, I'm surprised that was not called a strike. That should have been.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. That was just a great fastball by Minter. One down.
Will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Keeps the at bat.
Fouled away.
Foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. And that skips into the
A little too low.
Just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Count full.
Very low on that last pitch.
And they'll do it again.
And another hit by Xavier Edwards. He's doing pretty well this night.
A hit after a long battle with the pitcher. And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conant. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen,
Yeah,
everyone,
so here you have the man that's hit not one, but 2 home runs, as well as a double. So that just goes to show, you know, if you can get one guy to heat up, this guy so far has done that. Let's see if he can get another home run.
Big swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, though.
This one, eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
And that one fouled off.
Fouled off.
Edwards at first, one gone. That one not close.
2 strikes.
Going to count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ooh, good hit, but fouled away.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early,
No,
you
he's
hit it
safe.
out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
I'm just in awe of this battle.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Still 1-2.
And, a swing
And
a miss.
finally,
2 down.
he does not get a hit.
Effective pitching is getting ahead in the count, and as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters
But I got to
become
give credit
defensive,
to
and all of a sudden that plate
A.J.
starts to
Minter.
get
He was
really
able to get the
wide.
guy out.
What happens is,
But we have
because of
another
the
pitcher
pressure,
upcoming.
committing to a pitch as a batter,
I imagine they want to make sure that
recognize what it is,
Minter
and
will be
that's what
ready
leads to the
in the
strikeout.
event that
Sean
New York does
Reed-Foley
win.
Gets the call from the pen.
And of course, we have Sean Reed Foley, obviously no relation to Mick Foley.
Here's the first baseman.
And his first opponent will be Walter Johnson, who is 0 for 3. Let's see if he has much better luck against Foley, Reed Foley.
Fastball is outside. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Just misses with that one.
2-2 is the count.
2-2 the count.
Here goes the runner. That's
fouled away.
The right side keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss for the strike.
And Wally just swinging at anything.
Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Marlins.
I mean, Wally just has not had a good postseason against the Mets. But so far, the rest of the team has carried the load.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom.
Next up is Anthony Bender.
Here's the left fielder. The Mets.
So starting up is Leo Angel.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
On the ground.
And hit right towards Wally.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag.
Toss to Bender, who races Angel to the bag, and they get the out at first. 1 down. Yeah, they do have minor league teams like we have the Sacramento River Cats. And yet, oddly enough, the Athletics are in Sacramento. Of course, that's because of the fact that the stadium that they'll be going to in Las Vegas has not been completed yet. So, as it is, they're going to be, Birmingham Barons are a minor league team, of course.
Robertson getting cranked up as well.
But it's crazy though that the Athletics are, in Sacramento.
The plate, and the count is even 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see it.
Oh, good hit.
Cookie like that.
And it remains 2-2. The Marlins leading by 3 here in the late stages of Game 3.
And hit down the middle, and a base hit for Joker. All right, so Joker
hitting is really easy.
Gets a hit, finally.
That I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate, and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit.
Runner on the go.
Although, wait a minute. Wow! A stolen base by Joker. Well, I'll tell you what, though, if Lindor can get a solid base hit, he might be able to score Joker from second. But great job there by Joker, being able to read when to steal the base, and he got it. Of course, Joker's not known for his speed, but he was quick.
There's the strike.
Quickly into an 0-2
strike 2.
Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Too low.
Next offering is down low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And it's fouled off.
Fouled away.
Do it again. Out towards right
And he got it
center.
jammed up, and it dropped.
Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
All right, well, now you have runners at the corners, but I thought for a moment it was going to get caught, but no, it didn't. But now it's up to Pete Alonso.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every.
Get at least one run in.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. In worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
That's in there. And the count even 1-1.
A sinker that gets in. You have Nunez in the bullpen for New York.
Getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. With the tying run at the plate here in this decisive game 3 of the wild card series. And that's too high.
A little too high.
The skipper calls down to the bullpen. He's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Tying run at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
Well,
In the middle
with the runner on first,
with that last
two
pitch.
outs. Some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can. And let the
Swing and a miss. That was just a great pitch by Bender.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup.
Well, now you have 2 down.
You're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water.
Man, Alonso just not doing so well in this series.
Do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Anthony Bender won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about
Bender will be relieved, but well, Bender was able to get the second out. Let's find out what the who's going to be up next. It's going to be Andrew Nardi.
Brandon Nimmo now at the plate.
Well, Nimmo has already hit a home run, but if he can get one here, it'll tie the game. But
And immediately pumps in a strike.
at this point, you just want to get a solid hit. But if you can hit it out, great.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That one in
Way too low.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him.
Wait, wow. The Mets had an opportunity to cut the lead, and they couldn't do it.
He's in a tough spot.
But you also have to give credit to the Marlins for bending but not breaking.
Jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch.
Okay, so we have a double switch. Of course, that was a common strategy when pitchers were allowed to hit.
He'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup with the double switch here. Jose Siri, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Danilo Nunez up
Cleanup
next.
hitter for Miami, Brandon Cuevas. 0 for 3 in this
Well,
one.
I think now the only other storyline that's left is, can Brandon Cuevas get a hit?
Good job behind the plate, but offensively,
I mean, he's batting less than 100 here.
Type of bat, especially when you talk
Although
about
he
catchers.
pops it up.
Their number one job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs.
And they get one
This
out.
guy is
One
able
down.
to add runs by producing it. Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And now for the Marlins, Derek Hill, 1 for 3. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
There it
0-1
was.
the count.
Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Come on if needed. The 1-1 is
Fouled away.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss.
Ooh, swing and a miss.
Catcher has it, fires
Well,
to first.
He's out.
A swing and a miss. It was a wild pitch, so they had to throw him out to get him out, and they did.
So up next,
2 down.
Connor Norton.
0 for 2 with a walk as a result of a hit by pitch. So Norby has made it on base once, but that's about it.
Chases in the
And,
dirt.
oh,
Slider there.
not sure why the on my screen it just shows the messages from earlier. I don't know why it did that. Kind of weird.
Ball, that's outside.
Up and in. Yeah, that's ball 2. Hit hard to the
Hit
ground,
right
short.
towards shortstop, and they get the out
And
at
that'll
first.
do it. And the Marlins down quietly. as they
So
hold on
now
to
we go
4-1
to the
lead.
bottom of the 8th.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jesus Tinoco.
Oh, here's another Jesus. So we have 2 Jesuses in there.
And now it's Jose Siri. Came into the game on defense. So his first trip to the plate here.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Well, for the Mets, time is running short. I mean, they have this half inning and the bottom of the 9th to get back in this. And unfortunately,
And that's the first out.
they strike out again.
That's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh
So
of
far,
relief
the
because he
Marlins
puts
are
pressure
now
on
5
everyone.
defensive
If he
outs
can put
away
the
from
ball
winning
in
this
play,
game.
That's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's the third baseman, Blue.
All right, so we're back to Goku.
On the corner for a strike.
And
It's 0-1. Tinoco.
just like some of the others, we'll find out if Goku can even get a hit.
260 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And the 0-1. Foul ball there. The Mets trailing by 3 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
Too low.
Not
Two
close
Ooh,
to that
that
one.
almost hit him,
2 balls,
but
2 strikes.
that was way too inside there.
Just missed.
Just missed, so now it's a full count.
There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Fouled away.
That one
Ooh, good
flashes
shot!
to right. That's
Oh, this might go.
gone.
It does go! Goku has Super Saiyan that ball,
And they cut into the deficit. It's
and now
4-2.
Goku has cut the lead from a 3-run lead to that of a 2-run lead. New York Blue. Goku with a home run. The Mets are still in, but they still have work to do. But
Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate.
but there's still hope. There's still hope.
If you fly up in with the fresh shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
All right, Jeff McNeil up now.
McNeil.
Also
Back
0 for
here,
3.
lets that one go for a ball.
I'm not sure if Goku saw it, but I'm happy he finally got a home run. I'm so happy, man. And I seriously mean that.
That was a pretty good fastball, but with high velocities,
1-2 is the count.
That speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Breaking ball
Ooh,
inside.
that almost hit him,
And the
but
count's even at 2. Fouled off.
oh,
And they'll do it
barely
again.
got that one.
In the air, left
And
field.
McNeil, is it going to drop? Well, it does drop, but it dropped foul.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. I give credit to the Mets. It looks like they might have just found their target in
Boils that one,
Jesus
and it remains 2-2.
Tentunoko.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's outside.
That was outside. Fouled away.
Outside, and that is ball
Well,
4.
I believe that's the first walk that's given up by the Marlins.
When you go that deep into it at bat,
So
make sure you
McNeil
get
does make it on base, albeit by a walk, and it looks like the manager's going to pull Jesus out.
He heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
I mean, mainly for the fact that the Mets finally were able to get something off of the Marlins, and it just happened to be him.
David Robertson gets the ball now.
Next up is David
We all know about
Robertson.
his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game.
I imagine if you're the Marlins, you know, to have to go through a lot of your bullpen,
Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto.
you'd have to think that it'll have an effect should they hold on to this lead going into the next round. But that's something that they'll have to worry about. But first they have to worry about this game as Juan Soto finally gets a hit.
Fired in quickly, so it's first and
So
second.
Juan Soto finally, or in the words of The Rock, finally, Juan Soto has got a hit.
Hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels
Well,
great
now
to make
that
that.
Soto has
Coming up now.
finally made it on base thanks to a hit,
Going with a pinch runner.
now it's a matter of, okay, well, can they convert on this?
Next will be the cleanup hitter. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Well, now the crowd is starting to wake up a little bit. Leo 1 for 3 so far.
2 on, 1 out. And that's
Ooh, got him looking there.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins.
So you have Cronin,
The left-handed
and then you have
reliever appears to be
Andromeda
gonna use-
Utaker herself. I imagine if you're the Mets, you would like to take the lead.
Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Acuna, the lead runner.
But right now, you just have to.
First with 1 away. And now it's
But right now, you just have to focus on the task at hand. That is to cut the lead down some more, if not tie the game, if not take the lead.
line drive.
And hit the other way.
Coming home.
And
He'll score.
that's going to score a run. It's now a 1-run game. Leo Angel with his second hit, and it results in a run batted in.
With a good swing. And there he does.
Just when you thought the Mets were done, they're not.
First and second, 1 out.
But now you have Big Brother Joker.
Right through there for a strike.
Of course, Joker
0-1's the count.
didn't want to succumb to the temptation of just hitting the first pitch.
So the tying run at second.
And hit the other way again.
Left field, that's a base hit.
However, this time they managed to keep the runner at third. So now you have a bases loaded situation. And now the Mets have a chance to really bust this open and take the lead.
So many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there.
Wait, let me see if there's anybody who's still watching, or better yet, let me see if I'm still live. I always have to check just to be sure. I'd hate to do this in front of nobody. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. All right, so you have Francisco Lindor with a double and a single, 2 for 3.
And prevent that run from scoring.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much there, Patty. And Brandon.
And that one fouled
Ooh,
off.
good hit, but fouled away.
1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Grounder,
And then hit right towards shortstop, and they'll get the double play. So they prevent a tie game, but
No errors, but 2 are
now the
left.
Mets,
On to the 9th now.
I mean, they managed to score 2 runs in this half inning.
3.
So the Mets are getting close, but the Marlins are just holding on. And if you're the Marlins, you have to be concerned because
And possibly a double switch coming now as
you'd love to get some insurance runs at this point. And if you're the Mets, you want to keep this as close as you can. I appreciate that, Carlos.
In the lineup after the double switch.
All right, well, now we have Danny Young. Of course, as mentioned before, in a previous game, obviously no relation to Kyle Young
And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers.
or even Danny Wells. In fact, he's not even the love child, so there you go.
That one
Off the plate,
inside,
ball 1.
and it's 1-0. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Edwin Diaz.
So you have Edwin Diaz in the bullpen.
Ball
Just
2.
missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Foul ball.
Fouled away. And then hit right towards the shortstop. They get the out at first. 1 down.
At the plate, Jonah Bride. Yeah, that's fouled off. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that is downstairs.
1
1-1.
ball, 1 strike.
That one
2 balls,
missed.
1 strike.
The 2-1. On the
Oh,
ground,
good hit.
right side.
Anyway, 2-2 is the count thus far. I mean, it looked like we were going to have a blowout,
Spoils the 2-strike
but
pitch,
instead,
and we'll see another.
Well, pretty clear
we
to me,
have
he's trying to go
a
deep
close
right
game.
there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
So it's coming down to the wire.
Outside low, ball 3. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Three-two. And down on
Got him
strikes
looking.
goes. He didn't make it easy for
And
him on the
Bride
mound,
thought he
but
got a
still
walk,
gets
but
the
nope.
strikeout.
He got struck out.
Struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
So now a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Davison De Los Santos.
Davison
Trying to
De
get
Los
something
Santos
going
coming
for
in.
2 away.
Hey, what's up, Jamar?
And he swings
Well-
and misses at the initial
Well, after these
offer.
game threes, we will finally get to the division series where you're in. But it's great to see you there. Great to see you there, Mr. Jamar. Of course, your buddy Wally's in action on behalf of the Marlins.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to
Jamar
get
Thomas.
to it.
Swing and a ball
Popped up.
Alonso. Under it.
And
And that is that.
all right, so we go to the bottom of the ninth. So I'll go over the.
Two up in inning number 9.
Well, there's
It's
Pete
the
Alonso,
Marlins 4, and
Francisco
the Mets 3.
Alvarez, and Jose Siri.
Back
And
now,
then, of course, you
on
have
the
the
mound,
closer,
number 7.
Andromeda U-Taker
Great
herself.
breaking ball in her arsenal, and it's definitely one of her go-to pitches when she needs an out.
Well, let's find out if she can close it out.
Well, 1-run game. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 0 for 3. A fly out.
So the situation is this. The Mets need at least 1 run to tie the game.
First pitch doesn't find
They
the
need
zone.
2 runs or more to take the lead and win. Anything short of that, and the Marlins will win the series and move on.
Just missed.
To the division series.
Behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And the same goes for the Mets if they manage to take the lead and win
Yep, that ball went out.
on a walk-off.
Francisco Alvarez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Wow, what a shot!
Was driven deep, way back there.
And it's
gone. We
It's out of here! Alonso
starting over.
hits a home run and ties the game!
Sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
That home run certainly worthy of another look, but StatCast, huh, Singy? I mean, that ball screamed out of here.
Absolutely. I mean, we only see a handful of home runs with an exit velo around 116 miles per hour. And the best we usually see in a season is somewhere in the high teens. And every couple of years, somebody breaks 120 off the bat, but that's extremely rare.
And now it's going to be Francisco Alvarez.
So now,
First offering in the dirt.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kinda
so
gets
now the
offense
situation
fired up,
is
and you start to expect a
that
big
if
inning.
New York takes the, if they take the lead, they win the game. They walk off.
Got it
So
started a
now
little too
so now the
early.
Marlins
Strike one.
have to avoid giving up a run at all costs. Hey, what's up, Goku? Well, Goku, you hit a home run,
Next pitch is
and then
Ball 2.
a base hit by Leo Angel got it to within 1 at 4-3, and then Pete Alonso just hit a home run to tie the game at 4-4, and that's where we stand right now. I mean, the Mets were down by as much as 4-0, but have since slowly but surely clawed their way back in and can possibly win this. Ooh, good hit, but not far enough. One down.
So digging in, Jose Siri. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Strike one.
So now Siri, not Jose Siri, fouled away. 0-2 so far on that count, but yeah, Goku, honestly, it looked like you guys were done, but you guys never gave up. And then another pop-up. 2 down.
And there's 2 away.
So we have 2 down. So we have 2 outs, and of course you have Goku Blue himself, who, like I said, he hit a home run. Or wait, not he. You hit a home run in the 8th, but let's see if you can do it in the 9th.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
All right, got 1 fastball for a strike.
Relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas
Fouled away,
out
2
of the
strikes.
bullpen. So hard to play catch up.
Well, let's see if he can do it.
Good eye in that spot.
Ooh, that was close. I thought for a moment that might have been called a strike, but it barely missed. So 1-2. Foul away.
Trying to send this to extra innings.
Oh,
And
good hit,
lifted in the air center field.
but
Hill
not
settles
far
on this
enough.
one. Makes the grab
Oh,
and
so
that
you
one
get to
in.
face off against the Toronto Blue Jays,
But this
AJ.
run gets us even again. It's
I didn't
now
know you
tied
lost internet,
4-4.
though. But anyway, Pete Alonso, there you see him hitting that home run. If he doesn't hit that home run, the Marlins, they win already. So here you have Edwin Diaz. And while normally he's the closer, right now his team is in a tie. So it's pretty simple as far as extra innings are concerned.
Here in Queens, new inning getting started.
For the Marlins, you have to score at least a run to take the lead and then hold on to it at the end of the 10th inning.
Shortstop takes the ball.
Well, not easy to bounce back mentally after blowing the lead in the bottom of the ninth, but we'll see what this team has on
But
the
obviously,
road
if you're the Mets, you want to hold on to it
And
and
the 1-0.
and get a walk-off in the next inning or half inning.
Good luck catching up to that
Ball
one.
strike.
Next
Ball
pitch
2.
misses. And the count 2-1.
2-1.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that high four-seam fastball becomes such a staple.
A 4.25 defense, that is, so the first number refers to the number of defensive linemen, like defensive ends, defensive tackles. So you have 4 defensive linemen, and then the second digit refers to the linebackers. So with two, you'd have either two outside linebackers or maybe two middle linebackers, and the 5 refers to 5 defensive backs, which consists of cornerbacks, strong safeties, and a free safety. Though not necessarily that combination. I mean, you could have 3 safeties and 2 cornerbacks, or 3 cornerbacks and like basically any combination of defensive backs as far as the secondary is concerned, which is what that unit is called. Of course, a defense like that, it's like with a defense like that, you're making it so that it's harder to run, but also harder to pass. So really, the only weakness would be the middle. Now, of course, it's not a foolproof defense, but it's a nice defense to have. Anyway, swing and a miss there by Conine, 2 down. And now you have Wally, who's 0 for 4. Well, now make it 1 for 5 as he gets his.
So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
A 34 defense. No, that's the other way around. That's the other way around. That would be a 4-3 defense. That's the other way around, Carlos.
There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
A 3-4 defense would be 3 defensive linemen, Carlos. And here's another guy that's 0 for 4, Brandon Cuevas. So while Wally was able to get a hit, let's see if Brandon can do the same.
Cuevas in the box now, takes strike 1.
All right.
He's going to steal second. You want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out.
Swing and a
popped it up.
Ball right field. Soto gets under it. And
all right.
Third out.
So now we go to the bottom of the 10th, and the Mets once again have a chance to win. Well, Goku, at this point, it's going to be up to your teammates to
and we're back.
Pick up the load.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
And I'm surprised that Andromeda's still in the game.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one.
And that's exactly what a good teammate should do.
Late on that fastball.
And I got to say, you're a team player, Goku.
Next pitch inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Ooh, that was a little too high.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that's downstairs and outside.
That's a really good take.
Here comes a 3-2. That's a good.
Ooh, too low. And Acuna gets a free base. That's probably the one thing you didn't want to do if you were Andromeda, is give up a free base. And here's Juan Soto, who is 1 for 4.
This is again 5 in a row. Winning run on base at first, no outs. And the count 1 and 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, but again, I can see why it wouldn't work in the NFL. Anyway, swing and a miss by Juan Soto.
I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone.
Well,
that's one of the hardest things. But when you see
I mean,
a pitch out of the
I was
hand,
surprised that.
high
But
level,
then again, I'm not surprised that Juan Soto struggled against Andromeda. I mean, Andromeda's definitely a great pitcher. Oh,
Move over to first, trying to keep him close.
but in the meantime, you have Leo Angel, who has done pretty well against anybody. So we'll find out if Leo can do the same against Andromeda.
Number 30, just missed.
And I will say this, though, Goku. You know, this guy, Leo, you know, in terms of batting average, he's done pretty well for himself.
Fouled off down the right side.
So if anybody could do it, it may be him.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
Oh, wild pitch, and that's going to allow the runner at first to go to second.
Second base without a throw. And the winning run is now
So now the Marlins have got to be careful.
Looks like they want to set up the
Although this time it looks like, well, it looks like the coach or the manager signaled to Andromeda that she is to
and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 7
intentionally walk him.
And it's a tie ball game as she heads for the dugout. Back with the new
Well,
arm
she,
after a
yeah,
quick break.
definitely trained him well enough to get an intentional walk. But now you go from Andromeda Utaker to Declan Cronin. Or Declan Cronin, sorry. Declan Cronin.
2 on, 1 out. Edwin Diaz.
Edwin Diaz making his first appearance here.
Up on the grass expecting a bunt.
Although he's going to go for the bunt. And they get the out at first. So they move the runners up, or the lead runners up, by one base.
That is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Well, now it comes down to Francisco Lindor. We'll find out if the manager is going to pitch to him or if he's going to walk him. Let's see. No, he's going to pitch to him.
Swings and misses.
Swing and a miss.
Strike one. Action in the pen down there. Calvin Fauché, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Two on, 2 outs. Outside.
Too low.
And it's 1-1.
And hit the other way. This might do it. It does do it. It's over. The Mets win.
So the New York Mets get it done.
The Mets win, and they go to the division series.
And they can celebrate for the night as they shift their sights to the division series.
And now look at them. They're dancing. There you see Joker. See where's
I think they fed off of this crowd, and those are the types of things you love
like,
to see this
oh, there's Goku, number 5. There he is, right there. I mean, the Mets at one point they were pretty much left for dead.
Looking to make improvements before next year.
I mean, they fell into a 4-0 hole thanks to the starting pitcher. But then the bullpen ended up. So the bullpen was able to keep it together. Like after giving up. Let's see, where's the? Oh. So in the first inning and in the third inning, the Marlins scored 2 runs in those 2 innings to get to a 4-0 lead. But then the Mets, slowly but surely, made their way back. They tied the game in the 9th. And in the 10th, they finally won. And the Marlins have been eliminated. But they were so close. They just had to hold on, and they couldn't do it. But for Goku and the rest of the Mets, you guys get to go to the division series. And in fact, let's take a look and see who the Mets will be facing off against. But yeah, for AJ though, let me go out. Okay, over here. So for AJ, as you can see, for Texas, they'll be facing off against Toronto. And then, of course, we have Cincinnati about to take on San Diego. And, of course, it's going to be the Mets against the Phillies. So they take out one division rival and proceed to face off against another. However, there's the other New York team, the New York Yankees, and they're awaiting the winner of this upcoming game between Houston and Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. But man, what a game that last one was. Incredible. Okay, so I believe Patty's still up, and I believe Brandon is still up. I'm just sorry that the game took so long as it is, but anyway, let me update the thing really quickly. Okay, so Brandon Cornwell's still here. All right, so I believe Patty's still in, but I'll still let Alicia and Grand Empress know. I mean, I imagine they're probably asleep right now, but I figured the least I can do is let them know. Okay, and then of course we have to get the other half of the Granny Squad, aka Mama of Disney. Okay, got that. And then let me get and then I'll get LD and okay, I see that Stargamer is not starting. I would have gotten him if he was, but then there's also the fact that he went through a tough experience. But I'll let LD know at least. Okay, we got it. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, let's see. Let's start with the Astros. Well, Brandon, tell me. So, Brandon, tell me what are you feeling? So you have the Astros orange. You can go orange, or you can go blue, a very dark blue, by the way. Or you can go with the City Connect. That looks pretty sweet. Or we can go classic. We can go with the classic Astros. Alternate 2. Okay, you got it. All right, so circle and then go to the other side for our good friend Patty Cakes. So the Angels have their standard road uniforms. You can go with that. Or their uniforms in 61 or in 75. The year refers to when the uniform debuted, by the way. That's what the year stands for. Or you can go with the classic, or you can go with the California Angels uniforms that they wore in Angels in the Outfield. Or their 2001 outfit. Or the Jackie Robinson outfit. So there you have that. And then, well, I'll skip the... Oh. Then, of course, you have their home uniforms, but you could also wear... Let's see, what other ones? And then the rest of these are their home outfits. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to try to take too long here, but I'll give it about a minute. Oh, 75? You got it. You got it. I got to say, that's a classic looking one. I like that. All right, so you got it. All right, here we go. So we go back to Dyken Park. So with Patty's games, we've been experimenting with the broadcast style. So the first style was pre-1970s. We saw that. In the last game, we had the 70s, the 1970s throughout the 1980s broadcast style. Well, in order to continue that tradition, we now go to the 90s. Yes, we go to the 90s now. And, yeah, there we go. And to that, actually, we'll close the roof so that way, air conditioning will be up. Yeah, there we go. All right. Good luck. And in terms of the broadcast style, let's go to the 90s, baby. Okay, so that's the pitching matchup.
From Dyken Park in Houston,
well, so far the home team has won every series, but if the Angels could win,
it's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Houston Astros.
It would definitely buck the trend.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this.
Okay, so they have the red, orange, yellow stripe on the side. I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool, though.
We're ready to roll. And showing the mound for Houston in this one,
Hunter Brown starting for the Astros.
That repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be...
Well, really, for the Astros to win, Hunter Brown has got to, pull his weight. And if he does, the Astros will be in great shape going into the division series.
Luis Rengifo leading things off and takes a strike.
But yeah, Patty, doesn't it look like... the presentation, doesn't that take you back to, like... what is it? MLB on Fox, I think. Watching baseball on Fox. That's what that scoreboard reminds me of.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball one.
Anyway, there you see Patty Chase.
He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker.
And I got to say, she looks really good in that outfit.
He occasionally uses a curve. Misses off the plate. 2-0.
All right, so 2-0 is the count. But I will say, though, that had the last game gone any longer, I probably would have been like, nah, let's just save this for another day. But no. Yeah, Fox or CBS, yes. Yep, absolutely. So in the first 4 years of the 90s, it was CBS. But then by 1994, it made its way over to Fox. And as that happens, Patty gets a hit.
The throw in, and she's in there. It's a first inning double.
And it's a double for Patty.
Exactly what she was looking for right
So
there.
Patty gets it started with a double.
You could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it
Well, up next is the Grand Empress, the other half of the Granny Squad. Fouled away. Oh, too low.
Throws it away.
And, wow!
She's safe.
Wow! A missed throw, and Patty manages to score off of 2 errors.
Oh, look at the stop.
Well, they get the out at first, but thanks to, well, first a stolen base and then an error allowed Patty to score a run, and the Angels are already up by 1.
And that's downstairs. And that is ball.
And of course, Patty, not just known for her bat, but she can run.
Whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it. And
You know, and while sure, Patty may not be the super athlete that she was in her prime. Oh wait, I forgot, she is in her prime. My bad.
Ground ball right side.
She can still get it done.
The flip to the pitcher.
Well, they get the out at first, and that's going to end the inning. But thanks to an error, the Angels take the lead, 1-0.
Back here at Dyken Park. And getting the start for the Angels. Jose
But yeah,
Soriano.
Patty, I mean, I got to say, Patty's got this. Like, Patty's got this, and she also has, let me see.
It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which
She's
makes
got
it
strength
harder
and
for the
speed
hitters to
right
really
there.
get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
I mean, I know that Patty's fast,
Here's the former MVP, Jose
but Patty, how did
Altuve.
you? I got to say, like how did you get like 14-inch pythons? Of course, I am just being a bit facetious there, but no, Patty, you did great. You did great. Whoa, what a shot!
Left field and forget it.
And this could be, I believe. Wow! It went wow, it went over the crowd, and it almost went out of the stadium had it not been closed off. But what's up, Space Ghost?
And there's a strike.
Wow, just like that, Houston ties the game. I imagine Cornwell's very happy with the fact that we had a tie game now.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
The real threats are coming up.
But that is something that
in this inning. They really have to bear
I can weight lift almost double my weight. I believe it. I wouldn't even be surprised if you bench press Kaiser Hart
Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
or military press him over your head. I can totally see it.
First pitch misses. Soriano. Not a big strike.
Yordan Alvarez up
Still
next.
Very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets them involved in the action.
Ball inside.
Tied up here in the early going. Rip.
Ooh, good hit,
Curls foul.
but foul.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity. And because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's
Yep,
all
that ball
about
went
missing
out.
the barrel of the bat.
It seems like
Another
this
foul
type of
away.
guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see it, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook it.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
And Alvarez gets a walk.
It's not always easy laying off a
But
3-2
yeah.
pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now it's the power speed combo. Ryan.
Ball 1, no
And
strike.
that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1.
And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Spike Ryan, who is 250 at this point. I can also push up with my legs and feet. 250 pounds. I believe it.
Slider misses outside.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the
Yeah.
right side of the infield.
I mean, I know that I know that Michael Jackson has his own station, but it's Michael Jackson, obviously.
Grounded to third. Could be
Well,
two.
nice hit by Ryan,
He's out. One.
and they get a double play. So, I mean, that was a great hit by Ryan, but that was just a better play by the Angels to get a double play, and at the end of one, it is 1-1.
Decisive third game of the wild card round. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
So now you have Logan O'Hoppe up next.
Brown back to work. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Fought off foul.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista.
Ooh, good hit,
Kirk
but
Gibson.
unfortunately hit right towards second. They get the out at first.
Two base.
One down.
First. One up, one down. Here is Yohan Moncada.
That's out.
And another
That
ball.
pitch is out.
This one
Popped up.
lifted in the air, left field. And there's
And two
away.
down.
Mickey Moniak, the next to hit for the Angels.
I didn't think so.
Check swing, and he
And really, you cannot
0-1.
confuse Love Potion number 9 as a Lou Bega song either.
that one's
Oh, that's
upstairs.
too high.
Ball 1.
As much as you couldn't confuse, say, the Fifth Symphony or Beethoven's Fifth,
2 out, space is empty.
but still. Oh yeah, that too. Yes, Revolution number 9.
Paredes fires over to first.
Anyway, nice play, and at the end of 1.5, it's still 1-1.
Back here in Houston, bottom half of inning number 2. And now here is Yainer Diaz. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Yeah, I can see that, Mr. Space Ghost.
And
Oh,
that is
fouled
out of
away.
play.
Number 9.
Swings and hits one.
And
towards right field.
oh no! Oh, Patty had it in her glove and she dropped the ball.
And now it's Christian Walker.
Although one thing you didn't want to do if you were the Angels was make errors like that. Though I will give credit to Patty, she'll own up to it.
With no outs here. Fouled off left
Ooh, good hit,
side.
but oh, I see. Yeah, very funny.
That pitch clips the outside corner. 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't
That's
miss
the ball.
in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2 count.
And it remains
Ooh,
2-2.
another good hit, but fouled away.
fly ball out towards right field.
And whoa, nice catch by Patty. And Patty definitely made up for that one.
Put it into her highest gear and go along.
I gotta say, Patty, you are amazing.
Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And I don't know if you can see it, but Emma is doing some cheerleading. And I gotta say, she looks really good. Well, maybe. But you made up for it, though. But yeah, Emma, I don't know if you can see it, but Emma is doing some cheerleading.
Swing and a miss at the splitter.
Swing and a miss. Soriano.
In for the Astros, Jeremy Pena.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You absolutely you did there, Patty. Fouled away by Pena. But yeah, as far as the 90s style is concerned, you know, they added things like, you know, they added things like the
started after it, tried to hold up. Now
the biggest addition is the fact that they added the bases, like first base, second base, third base, because before then they didn't have that. And they get to force it second.
That is the inning.
At the end of 2, it's still 1-1. By the Donnas. Interesting.
Here in Houston.
So they added the designated hitter rule in 1974. 1974. I'll type it.
Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul.
And a bunt that goes foul. But yeah, 1974, and that was in the American League.
Liner, base hit.
And a base hit. However, when it became universal in both the American and National Leagues, it was adopted full-time in 2022, and has remained ever since. Well, they get the out at first. Also, what's up, Prime Time? Great to see you, my friend.
We'll see if they can drive him in from second.
That's the third. Paredes.
Hit right towards third. They get the out at first.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Chase.
All right, so now we have Patty Chase, who, as we remember, she had a double.
And ball one to the right fielder.
Oh, you just woke up? Well, hey, I'm happy that we were able to get a game during this time. But then again, it's Friday night, so it worked out like that.
Right through there for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
The night.
Check swing.
And okay, that was a bit of an awkward swing there by Chase. Fouled away. Of course, being that this is a 90s broadcast, you can't see how many pitches the pitcher has thrown. That hadn't been added yet, and neither has the batting average and the number of pitches and who's pitching and who's hitting. So those things were not present in the 90s. But it's definitely come a long way.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
And Patty gets on base again, this time via a walk.
And now the first baseman.
So here's Grand Empress, who inadvertently was responsible for Patty scoring a run.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
But now she has runners at first and second. Well, Mike Trout is not doing too well, although, well, that was a good hit, but
and that's the 3rd out.
Nice catch there in right field, and it's still 1-1.
Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the pitcher, Hunter Brown.
All right, so now we have the pitcher himself Hunter Brown going head-to-head with the other pitcher. And can you believe this? He actually got a hit.
So now back to the top of the order.
Well, Hunter Brown looking to help his own cause.
Altuve up to hit here. He's already homered here in this one.
And Altuve has already hit a home run, so let's see if he can do it again.
Goes there. Ball one.
Yes, they do. They do have old school stadiums.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second.
And then, misplayed the ball.
He scores, and they have the lead.
And Houston takes the lead. Takes the lead 2-0. And thanks to a misplay, and as a result, we have a 2-1 lead for Houston. Well, and they'll get the out at first, while the base runner at second goes to third. One down. But no, they have the old school stadiums too. And whoa, what a shot! And it's out! Houston takes that's a 2-run home run. Yeah, old Yankee Stadium or even Tiger Stadium, believe it or not. Or in this case, the Astrodome.
Still only one out here in the inning.
Well, right now, Houston on fire. If the Angels are not careful, this is not going to last very long. And I also have a rule that in any event that a team gets ahead by 10 runs or more at the end of a full inning, I will call it. Yeah, they had Nolan Ryan.
Next offering is
like they had him in like the late 70s, like during the first half of the 1980s, somewhere around there,
3 runs across in the frame here in the
or
last half of the
up until
third.
the very late 80s, I should say. Sorry, but even still,
3 balls, 2 strikes.
yeah, they had him.
He goes down looking.
And Ryan just got caught looking and gets struck out.
Base is empty. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1.
Well, right now Houston is up, but we saw what happened in the last game where a team got up by 3 or 4 runs. They ended up losing, so it's not over until it's over,
And that's off.
like Yogi Berra used to say.
The count even 1-1.
What's his face? Lenny Kravitz.
And that ends the inning.
Yeah, they swept the Padres. I mean, the Padres were a good team, but they just were no match against the Yankees. They just
And welcome back to the ballpark.
and I give the Padres credit, but they just couldn't. They just didn't have any answer for that. I was a baby during that time. Aww. Well, anyway, here's Mike Trout himself.
Go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bat
Anyway,
back
let me turn on my air conditioning. Hang on.
Inside.
That's inside.
And it's 2-1.
But for Mike Trout, I mean, he's struggled in this series.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sink.
Yeah, I would say that, or the 1927 Yankees.
Line drive.
Although this time Mike Trout does get a hit,
Around first, digging for 2.
and it looks like he might go for 2.
Not in
He
time.
does get
That's a
2.
leadoff double.
Everything came together.
Well, Mike Trout getting a double, and
The opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to
and I give him credit. He found a way to get on the board. Well, now let's find out if the Angels can slowly but surely get back in this, or they can make a run. Oh, and he also played for the Royals as well, but yeah, he played for all those teams too. Yes.
Fouled off. He was
But no, he started with the Royals. I do remember that.
Nobody out here in this decisive game 3 of the wild card series.
1 ball,
Oh,
2
he missed
strikes.
badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away.
Yeah,
So gotta stay
you'd have
ready.
thought at one of you'd have thought one of them would have.
Down to the dirt, swing and
Well-
a miss. Gets to it, on to first, gets him.
Well, they get the out at first, but the runner at second advanced to third.
On Moncada. Fly to left his first time.
And just as Emma is doing some cheerleading, so is Cheyenne and Brenda.
Just
Nope, that's
missed. One away with a runner at third.
Oh.
Swing and a ball lifted in the
Oh, that's a
air
good
right
hit,
field.
but how far is it?
Reaches
Not far enough.
and breaks
Although
it.
that's going to be a sacrifice fly,
He tags from third.
and the Angels
And now
cut the
center
lead
fielder, Mickey
to
Moe.
a 2-run lead.
Grounded out his first time.
So they score a run there. So it's now 4-2.
This is the time you have to pull out every trick in your bag. They know the season is
I mean,
over with the loss.
I will say this though, Patty has been through this before, where the team that she was on fell behind and yet found a way to win. So Patty has been through this before. She knows what has to be done. So I imagine she's, imparting the advice that she experienced with the Milwaukee Brewers in season 3.
Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk.
Anyway, Moniak gets a walk, or was able to draw one,
So ball down the line or into the
by Hunter.
will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Neto. The next to hit takes ball 1.
Yeah, they were the Anaheim Angels at the time, yeah.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Moniak, the runner at first with 2 gone. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable
Inside,
hitter's
ball
count.
3.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And that one clips the corner.
It's a good spot with the 3-0 pitch right there. You don't want to lay something in, and it turns out to be a homer.
Strike 2.
Great
Ooh, strike
RBI
2.
spot here. Just gotta
All right,
stay
full
focused on
count.
the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
High fly ball out
And a
towards
fly
left
ball,
center. 2 gone. Sizing this one
and
up, and that
caught.
is that.
Well, the Angels do cut it to a 2-run lead for the
Bottom 4.
Astros.
And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker.
Walker, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Well, these Astros doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming.
Ooh, good hit, but hit right towards third. They get the out at first. 1 down.
The major league average.
Sends it across the first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Paredes
1-0.
stands in here, takes ball 1 low. That's down and in.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
I would have thought that last pitch would have been a strike, but I guess not. Yeah, they were. In fact, Larry actually mentioned that. But yeah, they were a team at one point. Yeah. Although to be fair, when they dropped it to just the Rays, they became far more successful than they were before. So I give them that. Now, if they could just win a World Series, that's another story.
Tosses to first.
Well, they get the out at first. 2 down.
Jeremy Pena digs in now. Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The shortstop takes the ball.
A bit too inside.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, swing and a miss, and they'll have to throw him out. They don't. No, oh, that wasn't just a bit outside. That was way outside. And as a result, a runner and as a result, we have a reach on error.
He swings and misses at the first pitch.
So you have 2 outs.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count.
So now you have a runner at first thanks to a reach on error. A wild pitch that resulted in a reach by error, I should say.
2 outs.
0-2. Well, it didn't matter. A strikeout. And at the end of 4, it is still 4-2 Houston.
Decisive 3rd game of the wild card round. So here's the Angels pitcher, Jose Soriano. Brown back to work. Swing and a miss.
So we have Soriano now going head-to-head with Hunter.
They've had the chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I don't think that's the wild thing.
So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo, both 2 in this one. Swing and a chopper out.
Although hit right towards the shortstop, they'll get the out at first. 2 down.
Set down in the top of the 5th.
All right, so now we have Patty Chase up next, and she's 1 for 1 with a double and a walk.
And first offering is fouled off.
So Patty Chase doing some damage here.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
I'd agree. Although hit down the middle,
and it's through for a hit.
And not a bad follow-up hit for Patty to get a single. Well, Patty definitely doing some damage. There you see her. But then, of course, you have. So that's one half. Well, here's the other half of the Granny Squad. Patty Chase and the Grand Empress.
Now here is number 61. Swinging a foul straight back.
Although, whoa, what a shot! But not far enough. Yeah, that's the nickname that I didn't come up with it, by the way. That was a nickname that was conceived by Patty Lonale, who's in the chat, or Patty Chase, and the Grand Empress, aka Jennifer.
Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So I'm just going to say I didn't come up with the name, so I can't take credit for that.
He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Astros really impressing me with the quality of.
So here you have Jose Altuve, who has been the longtime stalwart for Houston. I mean, he's been part of the team since for over a decade. Has Altuve.
Just a nice line drive into center field.
And here is Mauricio Dubon.
Dubon with a base hit. Patty mishandles the ball a little bit.
Throw comes in. Runner stops.
And now you have runners at third and second. And now Houston looks to really bust this open.
Golden opportunity right here. Just missed. Altuve, the runner at third. Duvall at second with nobody out.
That's a ball.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Patty's confirming. She says, yes, the Granny Squad, because Jennifer and I are the two oldest people in real life that still like to play these games. Yep.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient.
So while they may be old in age, they're still young at heart. But now you have Spike Ryan looking to bust this open with the bases loaded.
The next to hit takes outside.
If you're the Angels, if you can get out of this situation unscathed, it can only give you momentum. But right now, they're not looking good.
6 straight balls. Working down in the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter.
Oh, Krause.
Now as a hitter, you have to be really
He's got to get a strike here.
because you'll end up chasing the ball down.
But now Spike Ryan in prime position to get a hit here. Well, that's one strike. And hit right towards. Wow! Okay, so first and foremost, the second baseman caught the ball in the air and then threw at second to get the runner at second. So now that was a double play. And popped up, but hit to the deepest part of the field and caught. And most other places that probably would have been out, but instead it is out. The last out. And the Angels get out of trouble.
Top half of inning number 6. Now the left fielder.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. But I imagine, like, it blew people's minds, I imagine. Because before then, it was in black and white, and that was just because of the technical limitations at the time. But I imagine it blew people's minds when it happened.
And this is inside.
Because I remember when HD television was brand new. I
2-2.
Who caught that last out? I forgot who caught it, but
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Base hit.
So a man on base to start the inning.
So a base hit for the Angels, and that was by Mike Trout.
Logan O'Hoppe. First pitch, and he just misses.
O'Hoppe 0 for 2 so far. Well, I will say this, though. Trout has finally gotten out of the slump, and he picked a good time to do it.
Decisive game 3 of the wild card series.
A CTR? Wow, that's an old television.
And a breaking ball drops in.
But yeah, like I remember when high-definition television came out, as well as, widescreen television, and then later on flat-screen television. So there you go. Monday Night Baseball on ABC. Yeah. Like, I forget if it was in the 70s or the 80s or even in the 90s. I think it was in the 80s because, or no, I'm sorry, the 70s because.
And a ball in 2 strikes. That's inside.
Because I remember it was on CBS in the 80s, and then, well, CBS and NBC in the 80s. And then, as well as and then in the early 90s, it was CBS, and then in 1994, it was Fox.
Ground ball right side, down the line, and it's foul.
Always having a tough time getting the pitch by him.
But yeah, it was on television on ABC in the 70s.
And just misses with that one.
Of course, baseball fans of a certain age, especially Patty and primetime, know about this week in baseball.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
So now you have first and second after back-to-back hits. So now you have Caleb Ort coming in for relief of the Astros. Oh, you mean the ones in the 70s? Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, no. They just were not. Oh, I'm so glad they got rid of those later on, but yeah.
First and second here, no outs.
But I will say though, I'm one of the few people that actually like the name change to the Guardians. Honestly, you know, nothing against the Indians name, but it was just. I'm happy though that.
And the count 1-2.
That they came up with a name that was much better. Well, Carlos, that's just facts. That's facts.
That's as close as it gets.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
I mean, yeah, they could use those ugly uniforms like on the road. They could do that. And now you have the bases loaded after Moncada gets walked. So now you have Mickey Moniak, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. Now has a chance to get the Angels to either cut into the lead, and that might just bring in a run. Sacrifice fly. It does. Okay. So the Angels do score a run, so it's a 4-3 lead.
Zach Neto, 1 for 2.
Yeah, although I mean they really could have gone with that one.
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
They could have gone with the Rockers, of course. But I think the Guardians' name was in part due to the Guardian statues or something like that. It could have something to do with that. Then again, I don't live in Cleveland, so what the hell do I know?
Now in the pitcher spot, Nolan Shonwell.
Well, they're going with the lefty batter.
Nolan Shonwell.
Improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
A well-placed hit for him could give the Angels the lead here, if not tie it.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Yeah, the big red machine was for the Reds. The Bronx Bombers for the Yankees, although the Angels,
Around third. He'll score easily.
the Angels strike back, and just like that, Houston has tied the game. And they still have runners at first and third.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Right through there for a strike.
Ball game is still tied.
I mean,
this inning with a tie game.
I said about Patty that Patty has been through the wars before. You know, she's been through the wars where her team was down and they never give up. And by they, I mean the team as a whole. Well, Patty, of course, having been through that before with the Milwaukee Brewers in season 3. Well, her knowledge and wisdom has come into play in season 5. And her fellow teammates are pulling their weight. I got to say, Patty, how do you feel about your teammates pulling their weight?
2-2.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Angels tied the game. I don't know why I said Houston. I'm so sorry. No, the Angels tied the game. My bad. Los Angeles Angels. Thank you for the correction, though. But no, Patty has imparted her knowledge, and it's resulted in the Angels
He's got it, and that's the third.
making this a new game at 4-4.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 57.
So Garrett McDaniels is up next.
So digging in, Christian Walker.
Oh, absolutely, Patty. Although, good hit. But it was hit to the deepest part of the field and gathered out. So, one down. That's the thing about the Astros field is that there's a deep section of the field, and if you hit it towards that direction, in most other places that might have been a home run, but in that part, it's an out more often than not. By the way, oh yeah, disco demolition. That's what it was called. Or that was the event as it was called after the fact.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Hit on the ground.
Fouled away.
And that's just foul.
So
The other way.
now, if the general manager for the Houston Astros was present, I would have asked her if she
That one misses in the dirt.
if she would have wanted to play a game in the old Houston Astrodome. But since she was not present, I was like, all right, when in doubt, just go to the current stadium, though.
Still get the strikeout. So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena coming up next.
That one close, ruled the ball.
I will say this, though. McDaniels is holding his own.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Yeah, like,
Next offering
one of my
is foul.
favorites in that genre was, first I was afraid, I was petrified,
Corner.
kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. So I grew strong,
Liner, and this
and I
comes
knew
up.
how to get along.
Into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in.
Like, I could go on, but as that happens, a base hit double.
Total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the
Victor Caratini up next. Well, if you're the Angels, the last thing you want to do is give up the lead just as you tied it. Another hit.
Lifted in the air. Fires to the plate.
And that's going to result in a base hit.
It's now 5-4.
Well, the Astros, give them credit.
So great job there, stepping up to the challenge.
Macho, macho, macho man. You've got to be the Nacho Man. Because it's always fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. That missed by a lot. 2-2.
Now the Houston Astros up 5-4, but again, far from over.
That one the other
Well,
way.
hit right towards the Great Empress, and she gets the job done. Oh, in the Navy. I love that song, too.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher.
So now we have Brian King.
He has a great slider. With
I mean,
tons of
he doesn't exactly have a crown. I mean, he's not.
run game.
I mean, this is Brian King. I mean, he's not exactly Brian Adams.
Does it all.
And you certainly could never confuse him for Sade
And here's the strike.
with My Love is King I love that song, My Love is King, from Sade and
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle on the bullpen.
yeah,
So just see-
honestly, I definitely like their stuff in the late 60s, early 70s.
Misses. Yeah, the count 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. She's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
But
That one drifts inside.
But for Patty, ooh, good hit, but hit right towards the first baseman. One down.
That swing right there tells me she's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but she made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
I mean, they had some good hits, though, like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. Although, good hit, that might go. It does go. And the Grand Empress finally gets a big hit, and it's a home run, and she ties the game for the Angels. Well, Patty, I gotta now I have to ask you, what did the Grand Empress eat to be able to hit that home run? I guess she must be on the same training regimen as you are, because she hit that one out. Well, here's Mike Trout, who's on the comeback trail.
And that one upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice.
All right, 3-2 is the count. Ooh, Pink Floyd. I'll hold that thought. And a chopper. Is he going to beat it? No, he does not. 2 down. Yeah, when I think, like, Pink Floyd, my favorite eras of that group included the late 60s and from the Dark Side of the Moon all the way to the end of the 70s with The Wall. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall.
And it's 1-1.
And while some claim they don't need it, and you know, while some claim they don't need any education, I have to disagree. I did need my education.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone.
With no dark sarcasm in the classroom.
Almost got it.
Oh, Arnold Lane. Oh, I've heard of it. I just, you know, I'll have to listen to that again. But I didn't really think much of it at the time when I first heard it. But no, like my favorite song during the late 60s, like included, you know, favorites at that time included Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun, or Corporal Clegg, Bike.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Or and as well as one of my personal favorites, Interstellar Overdrive. Hit down the middle, and they get the out at first. Great play by the shortstop to get the out at first. 1 down. Yeah, Sid Barrett. I think the only time they ever had Sid Barrett and Gilmore. So the only time they ever had Barrett and Gilmore at the same time was the second album, A Saucer Full of Secrets. That much I do remember. And hit. Wow, nice play. Nice anticipation of the bounce there by the second baseman. But now you have Spike Ryan, who is 0 for 3.
They had a foul ball.
Was Candy in a current bun? What? Anyway. Well, for Spike Ryan, if he can get out of the slump that he's in right now, Houston can still win this. I mean, not to say they can't. They can. It's a close game. At the end of 7 innings, it is 5-5. Oh, that's the name of the song. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Josh Hader. I do remember this guy, especially during his time in Milwaukee.
Here comes Yohan Moncada.
Well, both sides.
Well, here's Moncada,
So not
0
a
for
good time
1
to
with
try
a
to
walk
turn him around with
and a
the
sacrifice
relief
fly.
pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Swing and a miss.
Strike one.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Well, I gotta say we got through this second game quickly, although
And fouled
that has more to do with the defensive play. Or whenever somebody hits a home run and whatnot.
Stays
Fouled away. All right.
Strike three. Got him.
Strike 3 for Moncada.
One away. Angels making a move for a pinch hitter. Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward up
Represents
next.
the go-ahead run. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. Now 1-1.
Strike.
Swing and that ball
Oh,
smacks
that's a good
the
hit.
line.
And
it's
it goes off the wall.
scoreboard.
If you're living off the wall, live life off the wall. Live your life off the wall. If you know the song, you know it.
Those always feel great.
You just have to do what you want to do.
For the Angels.
And a hit down the middle, and the Angels are on the run.
Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead runs at third.
And normally I would say that the Angels are running like hell, but they are not running like hell. They're running like heaven because, well, they're Angels, obviously.
Good approach paying off. That was a good opportunity.
Run Like Hell is also a name of a song for Pink Floyd, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, what it is, well, they get one. They get two, and they got a double play.
And that ends the inning.
Well, the Angels were looking to get a stairway to heaven, but the Astros prevented that.
Pitcher on the mound as we roll into the
Next
top
up
of
is
the
Ben
inning.
Joyce.
Ben Joyce. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz, 0 for 3 with a with the fact that he reached on error at one point. So while he's hitless, he's.
And another ball.
Oh yeah, I remember you shared with me that song though.
Hard grounder into the outfield for
And finally a base hit for Diaz.
Sorry for the leadoff knock.
Always
And a
feels
runner at
amazing
first.
getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped.
Who get hit but fouled away.
Didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And hit towards Patty. And they'll. So now you have runners at first and second.
Still nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, that pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Now here is Isaac Paredes. Little chopper rolls foul. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Fouled away.
With the
Still 0-2.
Standing at second here in the late stages of Game 3. That missed inside. Gonna count 1
And
2.
a ball inside.
Really good take.
Foul ball still a 1 2 count.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the
All right, here we go.
starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't
Right
been a
now,
ball in
if you're
play.
Joyce and the rest of the Angels, you have to find a way to get out of the jam that you're in right now.
Gets a piece.
And obviously, if you're Houston, you want to cash in on the opportunity that you have right now. Too low.
And the count is 2 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Check swing.
Appeal to first.
And well, that was a check swing strike out. Well, that's a huge, that was huge for Joyce. However, Suarez is going to come in. You know what? I never thought about that, but that is true. They do have control of the ball. But it's also the only sport where you don't want to do that. You want to hit the ball.
Jeremy Pena.
But also, get base hits, not like pop outs and stuff like that. But no, that is true. It's the only sport where you can control the ball. Although it's another base hit, and they managed to hold the runner at third.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Not much to this one other than just a...
Oh man, now we have a bases loaded situation.
That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
So now you have a play at any base, of course, but you got to find a way to get out of the jam right now. Pop up. And it looks like they're going to tag up. Let's see. So that's a sacrifice fly. And Houston takes the lead 6-5. However, they're still not out of the woods yet for the Angels. Pop up. A foul ball, I should say.
This guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. He's not ready to pull the trigger. He's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
2 strikes to count.
On the ground to the left.
And they'll get the out at first, but
and they get out for
the Astros take the lead, and that's a critical thing because...
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Well, up next is LD. So this is the young lady that is the GM / player of the team. And if LD was in the chat, I'd have asked her if she wanted to play in the Astrodome. But unfortunately, she wasn't, so we had to settle for Dyken Park.
2 groundouts, a flyout, and a strikeout.
All right, so the situation is this. The Angels need to score 1 run to tie the game. 2 runs or more, and that'll give them the lead. But anything short of that, and Houston will win Game 3 and go to the division series. So for the Angels, it all comes down to this. Oh, what a shot! And not far enough. 1 down.
And a quick out, number 1. And next for the Angels, Chase. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And it's foul.
So now we have Patty Chase up next.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
So now you have the head-to-head confrontation between LD and Patty Chase.
That's outside.
That was outside.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight.
I will say this, though, Patty.
The biggest one she's had so far. She doesn't look anxious at all.
Wow, what a shot.
To center. Going back.
And is that going to go out? Oh, so short. Just a little bit more and that would have been out. But now it all comes down to this. The Grand Empress. But Patty gave it a ride. It wasn't that Patty didn't have the power. It was more so that the field was too deep.
One-run game here in the ninth. The next pitch misses. Ball two.
Well, you get to this part
2-0 is the count.
Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important.
And then a base hit, so the game continues.
And the tying run is on base.
It was not just knee deep. Not just knee deep. Da 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 da. Oh, what? Oh, good. That was a good hit, but just needed to straighten out a little bit. Oh. And Grand Empress has to make sure she doesn't get caught.
You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
Although, wait a minute. And Grand Empress steals a base. Okay, so even a well-placed hit for Mike Trout can tie this game. And, of course, LD knows it. Swing and a miss! The Astros hold on, and they win. But the Angels gave it a go, and there were times I thought they were going to win. But the Astros held on, and they get to move on into the division series. Take nothing away from Patty Chase, and, you know, as well as Grand Empress, the Granny Squad, and you know, and Jennifer's daughter Alicia, who pitched in the first game. But the Astros would not be denied. But while Patty gets to spend time with her family in kayfabe, though, within the context of the baseball series, though, for Spike Ryan, how do you feel about making it to the next round, dude? So anyway, the player of the game is Jose Altuve. Josh Hader gets the win. Ben Joyce gets the loss. But I got to say, this was one of the greatest games I've ever seen because it was so close. All right. We move on. Well, I'll tell you what, Patty. I'll get you some tickets to go see some of the games that will happen. So I'll get you some tickets. Well, in kayfabe, that is. Yeah, and I imagine, and Patty says you lucked out, Spike. Well, that might be true. That might be true because it was honestly that could have gone either way. That could have gone either way. We could have just as easily seen Patty and the Angels move on. We could have seen it. But as it is, so here are the matchups for the division series. You have Texas and Toronto. You have Houston and the New York Yankees. But then you also have the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. And finally, the Cincinnati Reds and San Diego Padres. So those are the teams that have either made it to the division series, or in the case of the top two seeds, got a first round bye to the division series. But from there on in, they got to earn their way to the championship series and the World Series. But that is true, though. If the pitching was better, it would have been different. Yeah, it would have been. But on the other hand, timely hitting but on the other hand, if the pitching for the other team was sucky, then you guys could have won like that. But that's why you play the games, because nonetheless, though, it should take nothing away from these last two games for the wild card series. But we'll see. Because so far the only person that has decided to return for next season is Joshua James with the Baltimore Orioles. So we'll see what happens from here on in. And we'll find out if Alicia's going to come back. I hope she does come back. As well as Melina Black and Andromeda Black, or Andromeda Utaker, excuse me. But for the other teams, that's where we will move on. But from here on in, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Blue Toad Wrestling. And the good news is that we will be finishing off the King of the Ring matches, and then the show after that will be the King and Queen of the Ring show. Yep, Patty will be back. Actually, before I go, let me see if there's anybody that's streaming currently. I'm gonna check to see if there's anyone streaming currently, so we can rate it. I don't know if we do. Okay. Okay, nobody's streaming, or at least no one that I would rate into. Okay, never mind. So no rate tonight. So until then, this is Jew 22 signing off. Have a good night, everybody. Peace. Love you. Bye.